Hey there, Saints. It's getting hot out here, Saints, but we do got another word. So just let's talk about it to get caught up on this thing so we can understand what's going on here. Now, when David was in his young stage, David was being transferred into power, into king stage by the Lord. Now, Saul, who was in power and who was the king, he had a big grudge with David. And he wasn't doing the things of what the Lord had required of, so the Lord had ripped his position from him. Now, in this transition, Saul had a son by the name of Jonathan, and Jonathan was faithful in his friendship to David. And that's what we must be like in the world. If our fleshly family is doing unrighteous and doing something that's wrong, we must be loyal to righteousness and what's right, regardless of who they are. And this is seen right here with Jonathan, in his covenant that he had with David. And it was wonderful because it could teach us all something. Now, David, he swore that, when he get into power, that he was going to allow the household of Jonathan to reign because of how wonderful he was, to David, by letting him know when his father was coming to try to kill him and allowing him an escape route to get away from danger. And one of the things that David did once he came into power is he went and looked for Jonathan's siblings to keep his oath. So he went and found Mephibosheth. Now Mephibosheth was Jonathan's son, and when he had heard, he was with his servant one day, and when he had heard, that his dad died and his grandfather died, the servant was running with him in his arms and tripped over a rock, and that's how Mephibosheth became lame. And David took this wonderful opportunity to make good on his oath, his promise, and he had allowed Saul to take over. Well, he had allowed Mephibosheth to take over Saul's property and all his servants and everything. So there had to be, at Mephibosheth, who was lame, mercy and his begging call. And also on top of that, he got to eat at King David's table every night and when he wanted to. This is a big thing that was done for Mephibosheth. And then when Absalom, David's son, tried to strip, the kingship from him, Mephibosheth showed his true colors. He didn't go follow David. He stayed there and ranting and raving in front of somebody who said he wanted to be king. That, David was wrong for stripping, his grandfather, and that he should be king. So his true colors got revealed. And the thing that I love about this most, that, out of all of him showing himself, King David still stayed, strong to his oath. And I want to go right here to the scripture right here, and it's at 2 Samuel 21, 1-7. And we must understand that when the Gibeonites, tricked Joshua into allowing them to be amongst Israel, that oath that he made had to stick because he made it, regardless if it was wrong or not. So they just became, servants to draw water and to be hewers of trees and stones for them, but they had to keep the oath. So one of the things that is good to be able to line up with the Lord is because when you don't, stuff happens. And so in this case, the father Saul, he went and he transgressed against the Gibeonites. He didn't care about the oath. So one of the things here which happened around this time is that after Saul was dead, the Gibeonites, the land became, to a famine. And it was because the Lord had told David, is because Saul had transgressed. And now it was time for payment on that. So the Gibeonites was allowed to come to David and to see, who that he was going to offer up out of Saul's house to make good on the debt for them transgressing and killing people against the Gibeonites. So David didn't throw Mephibosheth under the bus, which he could have. In every right, how Mephibosheth acted towards him after he was wonderful to him, let him eat at his table, gave him all the property of his grandfathers, and Mephibosheth did him dirty. And he kept his oath, though. That was so wonderful. So saints, we must keep our oath. Whatever we say we're going to do for somebody, when we get challenged on that, you keep your oath. You make sure you're found doing what you said out of your mouth, regardless under any circumstances. So this is a lesson, that the Lord taught me a long time ago, and I learned from it. It was wonderful, regardless of what goes on. After I make a commitment to somebody, I make sure that I put myself in position to fulfill that commitment, because it's about me. It ain't about the other individual. So saints, I hope this is a good word. we could definitely learn from Mephibosheth and the mistakes that he made and what he did. He wasn't loyal in his heart. So, Saints, I hope this was a good word for you. I hope you got something out of this. This is a wonderful word this afternoon, so enjoy it in Jesus' mighty name.